Hi everyone, I'm Roberto Kosha, and today's video I want to discuss about the roles that are at risk in IT because of AI. To discuss about this, I want to propose you a deep research article created with data coming from McKinsey report, and the purpose of this article is to understand what are the jobs at risk and what to do to actually survive in these changes that are coming and to become work-proof. So, first of all, let's start saying that the jobs are reshaping, and in the US and in the European Union. In fact, McKinsey's analysis found that up to 30% of all work hours could have been automated by 2030 in these economies. Even IBM has signaled the change, pausing hiring for roles it believes AI will replace, about 7,800 jobs or 30% of certain back office functions over 5 years. The message to business leaders is clear: the AI revolution is here, and IT roles are on the front line. In this video, we'll break down which positions are most vulnerable, they're at risk, and how quickly this disruption might unfold. By the end, you will understand the urgent reality behind AI productivity gains and why doing more with less could soon become the new normal in your IT department. Let's dive in. So, first of all, software development is one of the most common roles. In here, we need to be aware that the programmers and developers are, especially the junior, they're impacted. Why? First of all, we have AI coding assistants like GitHub Copilot, ChatGPT, Replit, and many others that can generate boilerplate code that was able to even to increase to 55% faster the job of developers in some contexts. The productivity gains, the Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella has stated that AI now writes about 30% of new code at Microsoft. Mark Zuckerberg predict that within a year, AI could handle half of all coding work at Meta. This productivity surge can translate directly into reduced headcount or at least slower hiring for developers. So, there are some predictions where by 2028, 75% of professional developers will be using AI-powered coding tools in their work. In the next 2-3 years, expect AI coding assistant to become standard in most software teams. Within this decade, routine coding tasks will be largely automated. Generative AI is predicted to boost developer productivity by 30% on average, which could add trillions through the economy, but also mean company can build the same software with fewer engineers. So basically, the bottom line is that you should use AI to remain up and running, because developer as it used to be is not going to be the case very soon. So, and who the entry level roles are the most vulnerable. Then there is software testing and QA, which is actually my role, automation engineer. Basically, new AI tools, they made more efficient AI testing. There are tools. Basically, GitHub Copilot, ChatGPT allow to speed up the development of the automation, but also there are with the possibility to increase the automation coverage. You also need less manual testing or some edge cases, probably but much less than before, which make risk the manual testing. Also, there are tools AI tools that 24 hour to 24 test and detects changes in the UI, and this immediately can alert and create bugs and information about changes in the applications without needing of manual testers. This means in very short that the QA role are also at stake. Gartner's data suggests an aggressive adoption curve, 15% of using AI in early 2023 to 80% by 2026. So junior testing roles and those focused on routine test execution are at immediate risk, while the roles like QA analysts who manage AI testing tools will rise. So advice from here and the software development to use AI adopted together, because those people who using AI will survive in this position. Then there is IT support and service desk, chatbot and AI help desk. Also here, as you know, many of these roles are automated now by chatbots. So we have already tools as AI chatbot and virtual agents. So it is reduced now the need of support. AI doesn't take sick days, basically it works all 24 hours 24, and can mean a major cost saving. Those in support roles should upskill toward AI oversight, customer empathy, and problem-solving skills that bots can't easily replicate. I would even say to reskill, probably in this case, to something that in future will be more or AI proof or market proof. So market search would be is good to be done, especially for this role. Then IT preparation infrastructure. Even though there are IOPS and self-healing systems, here I see that will take a bit longer this to happen because complex systems are very complex and the infrastructure are very complex to automate in a short run. But basically now AI in for IT operations is emerging as a game changer that could streamline or even replace many traditional ops tasks. AI ops performs automatic core tasks like tools like Dynatrace, Microsoft Datadog AIOps, IBM Watson AIOps, and Splunk IT Service Intelligence use AI to monitor systems, detect anomalies, and even execute fixes. They ingest metrics, logs, and alerts, then automatically pinpoint issues and root causes. As a key point, that ITOps isn't disappearing, but the staffing model is shifting from manual operators to automated intelligence. So also here AI upskilling is fundamental. Then we have no-code, low-code platforms empowering users, reducing the development demand. So those tools, they're already here for a while, but low code basically gives the possibility to more people to be able to use those solutions. Meanwhile, traditional developers should pivot to roles like solution architects, integration specialists, or complex systems developers, areas where deep coding is still needed. Those who only know how to build simple apps might find their jobs taken over by the very user they once served. So here the key information is that it will be better to upskill knowing development, and that these roles can be overtaken by AI now, and no code solutions will require anyway knowledge of AI coding tools, which with prompts will develop the solutions. No need to use complex system, no code anymore. RPA and business process automation, replacing repetitive digital tasks. So AI can do this. By 2025, most Fortune 500 companies and many mid-sized firms in the US EU will have a RPA center of excellence or similar, aiming to automate anywhere from 20 to 50% of suitable processes. So many processes will be automated, and by 2030, significant portion back office jobs will be done by digital workers, which are bots. So AI is automating, getting the agents are replacing all these robotic processes. So probably it would be good to again skill toward AI and toward usage of development with AI, product management, other roles. Those probably will be less relevant. Documentation, AI content generation. Let's go read. In essence, if you value the company is I write things or I compile information, you need to climb up the value chain. AI is exceptional at producing first draft and summarize information. The caution to leaders is to recognize content generation as the area ripe for AI-driven savings, but also to guard against pitfalls. AI can make errors or miss nuances, so human oversight remain critical. So here to be smart about copywriting and writing will be fundamental. So you should upskill. Basically, in conclusion, you should upskill in the position that you already are, embrace AI, and that will help you to stay relevant. But you doesn't 2024 to 2027, roles like QA, testers, and routine developers will be heavily augmented. Teams will shrink by attrition as AI tools become standard. By 2030, a significant ascent will have occurred. 30% of work hours will be automated, as many people say. So probably we can work less in future. But it does mean that every IT and business leader should be proactively mapping out the impact of AI on their organizational role now, not later. So basically, yes, this is something to check in advance. But those who use AI will likely replace those who don't. This in the short term, definitely, and the longer term, anyway. The area of AI augmented is here. So to embrace AI is fundamental in conclusion, because if you don't, you will be left behind and invest on the future now, because later will be too late. I hope this article and reading was useful. Consider to subscribe for more content like this, and see you in the next video.